Hi everyone, welcome back. This is a variation on a theme that I've done before. It's a journal that somebody asked me to make for them, and liked the overall picture but wanted a different colour cover. So it's a Woodland journal which I've made sort of using my Woodland kit. And so because the cover, on the original one, the cover was green, and the lady wanted like a deep sort of cranberry wine type colour. So to mix it up and to make it match in sort of tonally, I've, on the front cover, so we have the orange butterflies, as you can see, and then I've just changed the tone of, so I've changed the fairy. Basically, I've changed everything apart from the fact that there's still a piece of wood, as you can see, a piece of birch bark, my life. And the lady likes crows, so there's a crow on the front. So I've got the fox, there's some of this gauze, I call it. I'm not sure what the other names for it, which I've coloured to make just add a bit of dimension and for grass. So that's, I forgot the sizes. So 8 3/4 by 6 inches. There's 156 pages, I think I counted. I've done some embossed under the cover, sort of look at, there's an emboss or a relief of a vine which I've put. I've used two tones actually, so there's copper and then a very sort of pale gold colour just to bring out a bit of highlight on the spine, and then dragonfly on the back, which I've just done in, if I bring that up you can see that, I've just done that in copper, that colour. Closure is sari silk onto a hitch fastener. So if we go inside, see if I can get my head back into gear. So like I say, Woodland kit. Now I cut this little chap out, intending to put him on one of the collages, and never used him, so I put him in there. Place him where you will. Envelope. So if we go inside, oh, it's got to be one of my favourite pictures. Gordon Benningfield is the name of the artist. Just love his pictures. Now these are copies of some cards that were given to me by Edwina Kench. I have to admit, I've kept the originals. They are gorgeous. So this is a type of parchment paper. And I thought, that'd be quite different to print on. So we have Mr. Fox. Here's some stenciling. More woodland scenes. This is meadow watercolours, this kit. Lined, a bit more stenciling. Now I've put in book pages as I would normally, and this is from a book called School Verses. It's a 1930s book. I don't think you get away with this in a kid's book anymore. This is the tale of Billy Mike, who played the fool upon his bike. Without a signal, he turned right. A truck ran over the hapless mite, knocked him down and squashed him flat, ruined him all except his hat. A grader scraped him off the street. The butcher bought him 4 cats' meat. So you take care, you behave, or else you'll find an early grave. Right. So nowadays, I think it's called, well, over in the UK, it's called cycling proficiency. But I don't really think, made me smile, but I don't really think we get away with that in kids schools today. The lady likes Edith Holden, so there is quite a bit of that. Woodland scenes. And the centre. 6 signatures, I forgot to say. Back of the pages. School and light verse. I don't really think you can call a lad being run over by a push bike by a truck as a light verse. Love those deer. An envelope. This is the back end of the parchment paper, so I've folded it in half. I've printed on that side and then there's a tree on that side. And a second signature. So we have rabbits. More Edith Holden. Foxes. Oh, this one's actually out of the new summer kit. I thought the colours just match in really well. You know me, I'm always bouncing around. That's some more of that paste, that glimmer paste. So that's an owl, that stencil. A card inside the bag. Some more book pages. Basically, I tried to find anything with trees on. Trees or just nice patterns. Oh, that's a collage. I found, because I've moved into my shed proper now, I found some of these little sort of, they are fabric, but they are skeleton leaves, and I'm quite impressed with this. Although I couldn't find a way of, this is my second attempt, every time I tried to glue them in, the glue just showed, so I've just sewn them on now. I gave in, and so just sewed it all on. So a bit of fabric, and then a fabric tag, card inside. Ooh, listen to them birds going for it. I wish I could sketch like him. I try. Everybody says, what's that? Now this is the only page that's different. I swapped one of the pictures out on the Woodland kit to put in this picture there of the crow, which is what I've got, or a raven actually, I think that might be, which is the same image that's on the front. Tag. I love the feel of these very thin pages. A bit of poetry. This is vellum. Quite thick stuff, this stuff is. Some more trees. Yet more trees. Tell it's spring. Birds are going ballistic in the hedge that we have in the garden. So the cats now have collars on with bells on them, much to their disgust. I love the tone in that picture. The back of the vellum. So there's a tag there. It's another one of those sort of fabric skeleton leaves with a fabric card. I don't know what you call them, fabric tags. Poetry. Ravens. And I think this one, can't remember, third, fourth signature. I lose track when I'm going through the pictures, I'm afraid. So we have a tag in there. Some more of the glimmer embossing with another tag inside. A chickadee's nest. I just like that picture. That's why it's there. And it has a fox on the back. It's quite therapeutic. Just turning the pages of a book. This little chap was going to go on the cover but didn't make it. So he's found his way into the book. That one's been embossed as well. Everything on the cover I've sort of double heat embossed. Give it a bit of protection and just to make it stand out a bit more 3D. That's another collage. There's a bit of the doily, fabric doily or crochet doily. That's quite fine, that one. Some more fabric tags. Oh, look at that boy. We've got one of those in the field at the back of us. Although we did have to chase him off the fence in the once when he decided he was going to try and eat it. Tag. Some music paper. Some more vellum. Fallow deer, I think those ones are. The fox. There's a couple of poems there. And also another fox. That's the back of the vellum. Rabbits eating the cabbage patch. Rabbits or hares, actually, with those great big ears. Probably hares. And then the final signature. So we have tag. Edith Holden. This one I think is from more Fields and Lowlands. This one. No, I pick these books up when I go mooching around. Just nice little tuck spot in there. Makes me smile, that picture of those two owls. They always look so... Like me when I'm handed the bill when I'm taking the kids out for tea. Like, oh my God. Hedgehog. That's the one thing I don't think I've ever seen around here. Hedgehogs. Not even squished. Poem to the butterfly. And the back cover. So there we go. Really hope it's what you wanted for your journal. And I've quite enjoyed making this one. It's nice to revisit things, but then just take a different take on them. Yeah, makes it quite refreshing. Well, thanks very much for watching, everyone, and I will speak to you all soon. Take care. Bye-bye.